I'm just like observing everything. It was hard to me to like get in the mood because I was excited and I'm just like looking around at what's going on, you know, like looking at Gab, I'm looking at the girl on top of him, I'm looking at my girl in the mirror who had like an incredible body. I couldn't stop thinking about like what her workout regimen was. And, you know, she starts touching me down there and so on. And they're just like, you know, they breathe in your ear and they're like putting on a show, you know what I mean? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Ali here. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about something that I know you all love, massages. It's probably the most popular topic on my channel. Relaxing massages, erotic massages, spicy massages. But in today's video, we're going to be talking about a massage in particular, the NURU massage. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about my first experience getting one. We recently spent the holidays in Montreal and I wanted to take advantage of being in the city to do some fun erotic activities with my partner, which by the way is such a great way to keep things fun, alive, and exciting in your relationship. So at the end of this video, I'm gonna link a few other videos where I talk about some potential fun erotic activities you can try with your partner. So there's this place in Montreal. It's in the heart of downtown and it's been around forever. It's an institution. If you're from Montreal, you know where it is. You walk by it all the time, but you don't actually know anyone who's ever been there before. It's a NURU massage erotic parlor. So I decided to treat my partner for his holiday gift, and myself, but let's be honest, it's mostly for him, for a sexy, fun, erotic NURU massage experience. First time NURU massage experience. And by the way, if you're curious to know all the details, you can check out my Patreon where I vlogged about the experience in real time and also have another video, which is an extension of this one, where I go more in depth into the experience. You can do that by clicking on the link below this video to check it out. And the reason for the Patreon is because there's a lot of things I can't really share on YouTube. Even though my Patreon is still a little PG, I mean, you're not gonna find naked photos of me or anything like that. It's still my intimate hub where I can express a little bit more freely, but a little bit more details, get a little bit spicier about, you know, the things that we try, the experiences that we have, and so on. And it's also a really great way to support the growth and maintenance of this channel because of the sensitive nature of my content. It's always a little bit hard to get monetized, so every little bit helps so much. Before we get into the story, let's talk about what is a NURU massage exactly. So NURU massage is a Japanese originated massage technique that is known for its close and full body contact. Now, when I say full body, I mean like no clothes. It's usually done in the nude because there's a lot of slip and sliding, skin on skin action going on. The word NURU actually means slippery in Japanese, which makes total sense once you learn what the massage gel is all about. So unlike traditional massage oils, NURU gel is made from seaweed extract, which is hypoallergenic and extremely slippery. So it's perfect for that skin on skin glide that the NURU massage is all about. So when my partner and I first started dating, we did what many couples do. We go to the sex store and we buy a bunch of stuff that we either use once or not at all. And one of the things we were talked into buying was a NURU massage gel kit, which we never used. It requires a lot of prep to do this kind of stuff at home. You need a whole setup, you need sheets, it can get messy, and we just got kind of lazy and never used it. It eventually exploded and ruined a bunch of stuff that it was sitting around. I'd much rather enjoy the experience in a place that is set up for this kind of stuff. But I'll be honest, I was a little weary of bringing my partner because he's very sensitive when it comes to textures and being like sticky and things like that. And I wasn't exactly sure what the gel would be like. And I also wasn't sure if that was going to hinder his experience and, you know, make him think too much about like the stuff that's going on his body and not on the actual experience and really get into it and really enjoy it, even though there was going to be a naked woman slipping on top of him. But then I found out that the gel was exquisite. exquisite. So I'm gonna give you a little rundown about our experience. And like I said, if you wanna get all the details, you can click on the link below to check out my Patreon. We get to this place, really nice place. Everyone is really great, really warm, really welcoming. We even met a great couple in the lobby. It had been their second time going and they just were raving about it. And like I said, the price was also really great. When I called and to inquire, she told me the price. Usually these things are more expensive for couples, obviously, because you are two people, but I thought the price was very reasonable. And when I asked her about what they offer, I always get very awkward asking the questions like, is it full service? Is it this? Like all the time. She said they massage everywhere from start to finish, and there are no extras, if you know what I mean, because usually in these, happy ending type of places, there's extras, you can have sex and all this stuff. And this place is like fully legal. It is a fantasy erotic place and there's no extras, there's no penetration, there's no sex of any sort. It's just like a full body erotic massage on all of the skin, which includes the skin down there, if you know what I mean. So that was pretty clear. Yeah, we get there, very nice place. We go in the room. It looks like a big bathroom. There's a shower because usually in these places you need to shower before and after, a sink, a large massage table, there's mirrors, tile from floor to ceiling because you gotta be able to clean that shit like well with all that gel and stuff and other things going on. So we go in, the two wonderful ladies come in, greet us. They explain a little bit, to shower, take off our clothes and get on the table. They said it more nicely than that. And they left so we can get ready. Then they come in and they took off their clothes. They were wearing like little lingerie stuff and they started, oiling us up. And I wasn't sure at this point if it was the regular oil or the gel. It just felt like normal oil. And there's a lot going on. Like Gab's obviously on cloud nine. I'm just like observing everything. It was hard to me to like get in the mood because I was excited and I'm just like looking around at what's going on, like looking at Gab, I'm looking at the girl on top of him, I'm looking at my girl in the mirror who had like incredible body. I couldn't stop thinking about like what her workout regimen was. And she starts touching me down there and so on. And they're just like, they breathe in your ear and they're like putting on a show, you know what I mean? And then they asked you to flip over. And then the NURU gel came out. I noticed they took like a different bottle and they just doused us in this oil, which was thick, but slippery and warm. It felt so good on my skin. Like it wasn't hot where it was uncomfortable. It was like warm. It was like a hug and it was like just so slippery. Then they start sliding on you and it's like, oh my God. And it was fun. It was exciting. It was exhilarating. It was really cool. A really cool sensation to be massaged with that oil with like another human being on top of you, slip and sliding. It was very interesting. And then we did our business and stuff. Again, if you want the other details, you can check out the Patreon video. It was a really nice experience. We ended the massage. The girls were amazing. We chatted with them afterwards and they told us a little bit about their experience working there. We asked I asked the girl if, she gets off looking at herself in the mirror because when Gab and I first did a happy ending together, I participated and got on the table with the girl. And I remember there was these two mirrors and I kept looking at myself thinking, Allie, you look so hot. And I was getting myself off, looking at myself. And she laughed and she said a little, but she's also checking to make sure she looks good all the time for the client. So, she checks the client's eyes to make sure like if they're looking at her ass, she like sticks out her ass a little bit more, tries to accentuate like where they're looking and also making sure like her foot doesn't look awkward. I was like, damn, it's a lot of work. And then the kind of clients that they have, a lot of married men because they're not getting it at home and it ends up being like a therapy session. And the girl who worked there was like, you should just ask your wife or your girlfriend if they want to come, and they're like, no, she wouldn't like it. And she's like, you never know, just putting it out there. They get a lot of clients with disabilities because it really is a really nice massage. I was actually quite impressed with the massage portion because we've had a few happy endings, like erotic massage experiences so far. And it's not really a massage, like you just get like a vertical lap dance kind of thing going on. But this felt more therapeutic in a way. It did feel more like sensual and not just like sloppy and like dirty, raunchy. It was more erotic and sensual. Those are the words that I would use to describe it. She also mentioned that next time if we want to come, she recommended to get one girl because a lot of couples like the whole threesome experience, which I mean, we've already had many of those, but there's more room on the table. So there's more room to like move around and incorporate the couple a little bit more, get them more actively involved as opposed to them just lying there. But yeah, it really was a nice, intimate experience. Now, I know the NURU massage is most often associated with eroticism because of, you know, the skin on skin contact and the intimate nature of the whole experience. Like, you cannot deny that. But think about it, for couples, this can be a really incredible way to build trust and enhance intimacy and just explore something new and fun together. Remember, these people who work there are professionals and they're just there to make the experience good for you. And if you are there as a couple, they're there to help you enhance your intimacy together. And it's just really, really nice. And it doesn't have to be so erotic. It can also just be a really deeply relaxing and connective experience depending on your intentions together. So yeah, what do you all think? Have you ever tried a NURU massage? Are you interested in trying a NURU massage? I would love to hear what you have to say about it. And again, if you want to know more details, the IRL vlog that I did or the extra details of the story, you can check out my Patreon by clicking on the link below this video. So if you like this video, if you like this content, please like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Je vous aime, and I will see you in the next video.